So students, as the next part of electrostatics, today we'll study another concept, that is how to find the electric field or what is electric field. If there is a source charge plus Q, like how mass creates gravitational field around it, this source charge will create electric field around it. It will create a space in which it can influence another charge. That means it can either attract another charge placed here. If I place a charge here, a positive charge, it will repel in this direction. If I place a negative charge here, it will attract in this direction. That means within this region, it is able to influence another charge. That means it is able to attract or repel another charge. The space around this charge in which it can attract or repel another charge placed here, this charge Q0 is called as test charge. Test charge. That means it is placed to test how much force it will experience from the source charge. The condition plus Q is called as source charge. Okay. The condition is this test charge must be infinitesimally small. Why it should be small? Because it is brought to test the force which it experienced due to the source charge. If it is larger than the source charge, then it may influence the source charge. Therefore, the test charge must be small. So what is electric field? Electric field is a space around a given charge in which it can influence or it can attract or repel another charge. That space is called as electric field. Electric field is a space around a given charge in which it can attract or repel another charge or another test charge. This space is called as electric field. The entire space which is developed within which it can influence another charge is called as electric field. Suppose to test how much force this test charge will experience, I will place this test charge at different points here. I will place it here, I will place it here, I will place it here. Anywhere this test positive charge is placed, it is going to experience a repulsive force from the given charge, from the source charge. How much force it will experience? Suppose if I place it here, if it experiences a large force, then I say that the strength of electric field here is higher. If it experiences lesser force at a particular point, then I say that the strength of electric field at this point is low. That means when I want to measure the strength of electric field or electric field strength, or it is also called as electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. Electric field strength or intensity is nothing but how it is measured, in what terms I am measuring it, how I am saying that electric field is stronger at a point, how I am saying that strength of electric field is lower at a point. That means if it experiences more force, then electric field at a point is stronger or electric field strength is more. If it experiences less force at a particular point, that means The strength of electric field here I am measuring in terms of force experienced by the test charge. That means the force experienced by this charge placed at a particular point will define the electric field strength at that particular point. That means no doubt this entire region is called as electric field. Whole space is electric field. When it comes to the electric field strength, it will be different for different points, because this test charge placed at different points around it will experience different force. Means how much force it will experience, that much strong the electric field is that at that point. It means electric field strength I am measuring it in terms of force experienced per unit charge. See, electric field strength at a particular point or at a point inside the electric field. Inside the electric field is defined as the force experienced per unit positive test charge placed at that point. How much force the test charge will experience per unit charge. That means force per unit charge will define the strength at a particular point. Whole space is electric field. If inside an electric field at a particular point, the strength is defined as the force acting per unit positive charge placed at that point. Okay? Make a note of these things. I will explain you the formula of electric field strength. Okay? Noted these things. Electric field and electric field strength means the electric field strength at a particular point inside the field. The electric field strength, which is a vector, is given by the force acting per unit positive charge. The force acting per unit charge placed at that point. This is called as electric field strength. Then what is the electric field strength at a particular point? We defined it. Suppose from this formula we can calculate the force experienced for the unit charge. Force experienced by the charge is equal to Q naught into E. Q naught into E. It means that at a particular point, if electric field strength is E and if I place a test charge Q naught here, how much force it is going to experience? If we have the knowledge of electric field strength at a particular point, then we can calculate the force experienced by a unit positive charge which is placed at that point. Okay, then by this formula we can take the units and dimensions of E also. What is the unit? This is E is equal to, this is force Newton, charge is Coulomb. Newton per Coulomb is the unit of, this is Newton per Coulomb. That is having a symbol of N per C. Then dimensions. What are the dimensions of force? We studied the dimensions of force in first year. Dimensions of force is ml t minus 2 divided by charge. Current is equal to what? Charge by t. Then charge is equal to current into time. current has the dimension of A, time has the dimension of T, then electric field dimensions will be made, that is M, L, this is T minus 3, will be A minus 1. So these are the dimensions. Basic things. What are the units and dimensions of the electric field? Then, now we will see how to calculate electric field strength due to a point charge. Then we will go for the system of charges also. Electric field intensity due to a point charge. That means the distance where we are going to find the electric field is very large compared to the charge. That's how we will define the point charge. See, I will take a point charge at a particular point here in this space O. This charge is there, plus. That means at a distance, this, no doubt this charge is going to make the electric field around it at every point. At every point electric field is there. But I want to find the electric field at this point, which is at a distance r from the given charge. Then at this distance r, to find the electric field, first we will place a test positive charge. Then you will see how much force this test positive charge is exerting. We know that electric field strength is equal to the force experienced by that charge divided by Q naught. Force experienced per unit positive charge. Then according to Coulomb's law, you can write the force between these two charges. How much force it will exert on this? The force will be exerting in this direction because it is repelling the positive charge. Then a force experienced by Q naught placed at R is R distance. This force will be equal to, we know Coulomb's law, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q small q naught divided by R square. This is the force. Then what will be the field? Field will be force by charge. Then E is equal to, what is force? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q into small q naught by R square divided by Q naught. This Q naught get cancelled. Then E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by R square. So this is the electric field due to a point charge at a distance r, at a point which is at a distance r from the charge. So this gives me the direction, magnitude of electric field strength at a distance r. Then from this formula what we can say is electric field is inversely proportional to r square. That means as distance increases, electric field is going to decrease. At some distance it will become, theoretically if we put r is equal to infinity, the electric field will become 0. Or where the electric field will become 0, that distance I can consider it as very far away from the charge, or I can say it is infinity. This equation gives me the magnitude of electric field strength, okay, due to a point charge. Then make a note, pause the video and write, okay. After writing for 2 minutes, we will observe the later things. See, I told you this equation gives magnitude but not the direction. How will you define the direction? That depends on the direction of force. Suppose for example, direction of electric field is depending on the direction of force. If it is positive charge, remember it, these things are going to help us in solving the problems or in studying the further things. This is a point P which is at a distance r. If it is negative charge, then at a point P distance r. See, in both the cases electric field is going to be 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q by r square only. If it is positive charge, this is O, this is O. If it is plus charge, then field will be always away from the charge, like this, away from the charge. Field is away from the charge. If it is negative charge, E is towards the charge, like this. Okay, this is electric field due to a point charge with its direction. Whenever it is plus charge, take the direction away from the charge. Whenever it is minus charge, take the direction of the field towards the charge, like this. Okay, this is about direction of the field. If we have a system of charges, then how will you calculate the electric field strength? Then we will take electric field strength at a particular point where we suppose that this is a system of some 5-6 charges are there. This is Q1, Q2, Q3, this is Q4, like this. At this point I want to calculate the electric field due to this charge. That means here I will place a charge Q0 and I will see how much force is experienced by this due to all the charges. See, this will make the electric field here. This is Q1, we will put the force in this direction. This Q2 will exert the force in this direction. It's general case I am taking. Specifically we will discuss it for system of 2, 3, 4 charges like that. Q3 will exert a force in this direction. Q4 will exert a force in this direction, like this. That means this is the electric field exerted by Q1, E1, force exerted by Q1, force exerted by Q2, force exerted by Q3, force exerted by Q4 on Q0. Then total force will take and divide it by Q0. Total force on Q0, how will you calculate total force? Let us say this distance is R1, this distance is R2, this distance is R3 from this point O. This distance is R4, like this. Then what is the force experienced? This force experienced will be vector sum of all the forces, which we studied in the previous principle of superposition. The force experienced by this Q0 will be equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4 plus so on, if some other charges are present. Then F will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q1 by R1 square, Q1 Q0 by R1 square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 Q0 by R2 square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Like this we can write Q3 Q0 by R3 square and so on. Q4 also you can include. Then net force will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught and Q0 is common. Then it will be Q1 by R1 square plus Q2 by R2 square plus Q3 by R3 square plus Q4 by R4 square and so on. This is the net force. Then electric field will be, divide this 4 by Q0, Q0 get cancelled, then it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R1 square plus Q2 by R2 square plus Q3 by R3 square plus Q4 by R4 square and so on. That means the net electric field at this point will be vector sum of electric fields due to all the charges. Okay. This is how we will calculate the electric field due to system of charges. Particularly if you go to the system of 2 charges, system of 3 charges, like that. See, all the distances will measure, all the forces or fields will measure, then we will take the vector sum. Electric field due to system of charges. Electric field due to system of charges. Then I will define first for system of 2 charges. Case 1, we will take system of 2 charges. For system of 2 charges, see, they may be like they may be equal charges or different charges, and they may be like or unlike charges also. Suppose in particular, if I take a system of like charges, here we will take some important point, some important concept that I will explain. See, this is Q1, this is Q2, both are positive. If it is system of unlike charges, this is plus Q1, this is plus minus Q2, let us suppose. For both these systems, we'll see how to calculate the electric field. You can calculate it outside also, you can calculate it here also. On the line joining the 2 charges, particularly we are calculating, and later on we can calculate at any point around this system, that we will discuss in next coming videos. Here, in case of system of 2 points, we are studying an important concept which is called as how to find the neutral point for the electric fields. How to find the neutral point? What is neutral point? First we will define it. What is neutral point? Neutral point means it is a point on the line joining the 2 charges. It's a point on the line joining the 2 charges. First I will define it first here. See, a point on the line joining the 2 charges at which resultant electric intensity is 0. We will discuss it in case of system of 2 charges only. First I told you what is neutral point. Then I took the system of like charges and system of unlike charges. This is Q1 I say. This is Q2 separated by some distance R. This is one. Then another charge, system of like charges. System of like charges. In second case I will take system of unlike charges. Okay, then listen it carefully, it's very good. Then I will take system of unlike charges. This is plus Q1, at some distance I will take minus Q2. Distance between them, let me call it as R. Then suppose if these 2 charges are separated by distance R, if I take a point here At this point, both these charges will make some electric field. Electric field due to this charge will be away from the charge. I told you, if it is positive, electric field will be away from the charge. If it is negative, it will be towards the charge. Since both these are positive, the electric field due to this charge at this point will be away from the charge. The electric field due to this charge at this point will also be away. That means both the electric fields are in this direction. Both the fields will get added. Anywhere you take the point here, both the fields are in the same direction. Both fields will get added. Then the net field will never become zero here. Then at this point also same thing will happen. Positive charge away, positive charge away. That means two fields will come in the same direction if you select the point outside the charges. If you select the point inside the charge, in between the charges, here if I select the point, for the net field to be zero, both the fields must be opposite in direction. If they are in the same direction, net field never becomes zero, because two vectors will go on adding to each other. The electric field due to this charge will be away from the charge at this point, and the electric field due to this charge will also be away from the point. That means both the fields are opposite in direction here. That means net field, the possibility of net field to be zero is there. Possibility is there. Net field possibly can be zero because two fields are opposite in direction. First and the primary condition for the net field to become zero, both the fields must be opposite in direction. See, in between these 2 points also, in these unlike charges, here if you take the point, the field due to this charge will be away from the charge. The field due to this charge will towards the charge. That means anywhere in between the pair of unlike charges, the two fields will be in the same direction. That means neutral point is not possible in between the charges. If you take a point here, field due to this charge will be in this direction, field due to this charge will be in this direction. Neutral point is possible here. See, E1 is in this direction, E2 is in this direction. Here also if you see, electric field due to this charge will be away from the charge. This is E1. Electric field due to this charge will be towards the charge E2. Neutral point is possible here. Neutral point is possible here. That means if it is a system of like charges, then neutral point anywhere, in both the cases neutral point lies on the line joining the two charges, that you remember. Neutral point lies in between the charges. If it is a system of unlike charges, neutral point lies outside the charges. Totally neutral point will be lying on the line joining the two charges in both the cases. Then here no doubt you can select the points anywhere in between the charges. Here the doubt comes whether neutral point is possible here also, is possible here also. Exactly where it should be, that we'll discuss. Okay, make a note, and it is very important in case of system of two charges. Okay, let us. First we will try to calculate it for system of two like charges. Then same theory you can apply it to system of three unlike charges also. This is Q1 plus Q1. This is plus Q2. Let us say this distance is R. Neutral point exists in between the charges. That means let suppose magnitude of Q1 is more than Q2. Q2 is more than Q1. Let us suppose like that. This magnitude is more compared to this. Since both are positive, we can say Q2 is more than Q1 essentially. And let us assume that neutral point is somewhere here, in between the two charges. Let us suppose the distance of neutral point from Q1 is x1 and the neutral point from this charge is x2, or else you can take it as x here, or you can take it as, if you take x here, it will be r minus x. Just for comparing, I am taking x1 and x2. In the calculations, what we should do, see, at neutral point, both the fields must be equal and they are opposite, no doubt. If both fields becomes equal, this is E1, this is E2. If both fields will become equal, that means E1 is equal to E2, because net field E1 minus E2 will be 0. That means this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the field formula? Charge divided by distance square, x1 square, is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 divided by x2 square. Just for comparison, exactly how to find the point, I will take the examples and we will calculate. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught cancel. This x2 come this side. This will be x2 by x1 whole square will be equal to Q2 by Q1, which implies that x2 by x1 should be equal to root of Q2 by Q1. Initially what I assumed here is magnitude of Q2 is more than Q1. If magnitude of Q2 is more than Q1, this is more than Q1, Q2 is more than Q1, then this ratio comes to be more than 1. See, this is 4 and this is 2, then it will be 4 by 2, then it will be root 2, root 2 is more than 1. If this quantity comes to be more than 1 means, what I assumed is, if Q2 is more than Q1, then x2 by x1 will be more than 1. x2 by x1 is more than 1 means x2 is more than x1. See, this is our conclusion. x2 is more than x1. That means this distance is smaller and this distance is larger. What it implies? Neutral point x1 is smaller than x2. That means neutral point is close to whom? Close to which charge? It is close to Q1, and Q1 is small in magnitude. That means this same theory you can apply it for unlike charges also. See, that it indicates that, or therefore neutral point lies, and this is true for system of like or unlike charges. Neutral point lies closer to the charge of smaller magnitude. Okay, this you make it clear. How to find the neutral point? With some examples we'll learn it. Okay, make a note. For both the cases, whether it is a system of like or unlike charges, neutral point is going to lie closer to the small charge of smaller magnitude. Okay. Then you see how to find. Some simple examples will take. This is a charge of 9 microcoulombs. This is a charge of 16 microcoulombs. both are positive, A, B. You can take distance between them, it's how much you want. Suppose as whatever distance you can take, it is possible to find the neutral point. Then I will take this distance as take it as it is. Let us take it as 100 centimeter. Then you will see whether the neutral point exists in between the charge or outside. Since this is a system of like charges, neutral point lies, this is Q1 I say, this I am saying as Q2. Neutral point lies in between the charge like this. Anywhere you can take, anywhere, N. Then I can take, this is, let us suppose, it is lying at a distance x from 9 microcoulombs. Then what must be the distance between 16 microcoulomb and 9? This will be 100 minus x. Then very simple calculation, find the point where resultant electric intensity is 0. Simple question. They will say you have two charges of 9 microcoulomb and 16 microcoulombs. They are separated by a distance of 100 centimeter. Then find a point on the line joining the two charges where the net field is 0. Complete question you can have. At neutral point, that means at point N, what is your definition says? Two fields must be equal. It is simple. Don't write 1 by 4 pi epsilon and all those things again. Just K 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 microcoulombs divided by x square 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. Then again 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, this is 16 microcoulomb divided by 100 minus x whole square. What is the distance between these two? This charge and point 100 minus x. Then k get cancelled. Microcoulomb you remove the unit. Then this will be this 100 minus x goes this side. 100 minus x divided by x whole square will be equal to 16 by 9, which implies 100 minus x by x will be equal to root of 16 by 9 is 4 by 3. Then you can calculate it. It is 4x is equal to 300 minus 3x. 300 minus 3x. Then it will be 7x is equal to 300, which implies x is equal to 300 by 7. Then it comes to be around, this is 4, 20 remains. 7 4s are 28, 28, 2, 20, 20 remains, 7 2s are. Then 60 it will happen, that is 6. Like this, 42.8 centimeter. From which charge? From 9 microcoulombs. Then for 16 microcoulombs, what is this distance? 100 minus this. Nearly it is 43. If it is 43, this will be 57. That means neutral point lies closer to the charge of smaller magnitude. That selection of the point is very important. Then you can calculate it like this. Okay. Then same question. Here I will take Q. Here I will take minus Q. Let me keep this distance as R only. Here I want to find the neutral point. Neutral point lies which side? First you decide it. See, this is Q, this is 3Q. In magnitude, this is smaller. Then neutral point lies toward the smaller charge. Here. Let us say this distance is x. Then this is existing at A, this is existing at B. Let us take this point as N. Electric field due to this plus charge will be in this direction. Let us take it as E1. Electric field due to this charge will be towards the charge. Let us take it as E2. At this point both the fields must be equal. Then what you can write? Simple condition. What is the electric field due to this charge at this point? Then it will be Q divided by X square. It is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You can multiply it. Then this is 3Q divided by, don't take minus because we are taking magnitude of the charge to calculate the electric field. Then what will be this distance? This distance will be R plus X whole square. Then Q cancel, K also you can cancel. Then this will be R plus X by X whole square is equal to, this is 3, which implies R plus X by X is equal to root 3. We can write R by X plus 1 is equal to root 3. Then R by X is equal to, we want to find the value of X, that you don't forget. 3 minus 1. Then X will be equal to R divided by root 3 minus 1. You can write this or you can leave it as it is. Then what will be the distance of this neutral point from here? From here, this will be X plus R. Then you can plus R you can do. This is from which charge? From plus Q at A. Okay? So neutral point lies, first you decide the point, then write the two fields, equate the two fields, you can find the point very easily. Okay, this is about system of fields, system of electric field due to system of two charges and how to find the neutral point. Now we will study electric field due to system of 3 and 4 charges. Directly I will take some examples. Okay. One you can do. Let us suppose 3 equal charges are placed at 3 vertices of an equilateral triangle. Then they are asking you find E, electric field intensity at centroid. It's very easy. You can see at centroid, let us say this distance is x, x and x is x for all the 3 charges. Understanding? Okay, you see this charge will make the field in this direction, this charge will make the field in this direction, this field will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. Same distance is there, same charges are there. This field is also E, this field is also E, and an angle between these two fields, and what is the force, what is the field made by this charge placed at A? It will make the field in this direction. These, observe the 3 fields, see this field, E, E, angle between them is 120, E and E angle 120, both resultant of these two will be also equal to E in this direction, and the electric field due to this charge will be in this direction. Then E net, electric field at the centroid, will be equal to 0. Followed? If you place a force here, what is the net force experienced by this force? That if you place a charge here, what is the net force experienced by this charge? Will be 0. That means electric field at this point is 0. Okay. Then you can do one more example. See, instead of placing charges at all the three corners, what I have done is, I have placed a charge here and I have placed a charge here. Then I told you, calculate net field at this point C due to these two charges. That means this is L, this is L, this is L. See, this charge will, understanding, this charge you see, this charge will make the electric field in this direction. This is plus na, away from the charge. What is the magnitude of the electric field? It is again same, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by L square, distance. Then this charge will make the electric field in this direction. Its magnitude is E, which is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by L square. Its magnitude is also E, which is kq square by L square, where k stands for 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Then you observe the angle between these two. This angle is 60. Then I told you in the resultant of vector E net will be equal to root 3 E. Then this will be root 3 into 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by L square. Or E net at point C will be equal to root 3 q square, simply you can write 4 pi epsilon naught L square. Following? E angle 60, then it multiplied by root 3. This is E, this is E. If angle is 120, resultant is also E. Okay? Make a note. Then we will solve some more examples based on the system of 3 and 4 charges also. See, if I tell you, so same, suppose for example, if this is plus, this is minus, this is A, this is B and this is C. At this same point, if what is the electric field at C? Find electric field at C. Then what will be? First you see the directions. Electric field due to positive charge will be away from the charge. Away from the charge, because it is positive. This is L, this is L, this is L. What is the net field? Net K or field due to this charge will be q square by L square. This is negative charge. At this point I want to calculate the electric field. Whether it is towards the charge or away from the charge. It is towards the charge. Then this will be also equal to same value. Magnitude it is same. E is equal to, this will be again k q square by L square. Both the fields will be equal. What is the resultant? Resultant is angle is 120. Resultant will be exactly angle bisector. Then this is E net. This is E. This is E. Then E net will be also equal to E because theta is 120. Okay? Following these things? Then is, if I have a system of 4 charges, then where net field will be at the center, or if you suppose for example, some 4-5 examples we will take. See, this is example number 4. If I ask, suppose this is Q, this is Q, this is Q, this is Q. What will be the net field at the center? This is L, this is L, this is L, this is L. See, at the center if I want to calculate net field, field due to this charge will be in this direction, away from the charge, at this point actually. Field due to this charge will be away like this. That means electric field due to these charges will be cancelling each other. Field due to this positive charge will be away like this. Field due to this positive charge will be away like this. Then E net at the center will be equal to 0. So in this case you see whether it will be 0 or not. Whether it will be 0 or not, you see. This is plus Q, this is minus Q, this is plus Q, this is minus Q. Whether it is 0, see. Field at the center I am going to calculate. Field due to this charge will be away. Field due to this charge will be away. Cancelled each other. And along this line, at this point, field due to this charge will be towards it because it is negative. Field due to this charge will be also towards it because it is negative. These two fields are cancelling each other. These two fields are cancelling each other. Therefore, at the center, net field will be equal to 0. Following? See, where it not be equal to 0, you have to calculate. See, suppose if instead of taking charges like this, then if I take A, B, C, D, all the sides will be equal only. All the sides will be equal. Here if I place plus Q, first I will put the charges. This is C. This is plus Q, this is plus Q, this is minus Q, this is minus Q. Then this is A, B, C, D. Then I have told you, suppose where net field will be 0 or not. If it is not 0, you have to find it. Okay. At the center I want to calculate. Again you see the directions. Direction is very important while calculating the net field. Along this diagonal if you see, electric field due to this charge will be in this direction. Let us say this distance is x. If this side is L, we can calculate this distance also. Electric field due to this negative charge will be in this direction. Electric field due to along this diagonal you see. Electric field due to this charge will be away from it, away, plus charge. And electric field due to this charge at this point will be towards the charge. That means two fields will be in this direction, two fields will be in this direction. Whether all the fields are equal, yes. This charge, this is the distance, and this distance is going to be x for same, x for all the four charges. Then E1 electric field due to this charge, E2 electric field due to this, E3 is field due to this, E4 is field due to this. All are equal in magnitude. And each will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by not L. This is distance, point to charge end. This is x square. Then what is x? In the square I told you what is x. This distance, this is L. If this is L, this is L. Then this will be root 2L. This I want half of this root 2L by 2. Then it will be L by root 2. Then field will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q square divided by, this is L by root 2 whole square. Then each field will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q, na? Okay, this is Q. Then I can write this as L square. Here I should write 2. That 2 we will write here. Then each field will be equal to this much. Such one field, two field will be in this direction, 2E, E, E. This charge 1E, this charge another E. 2E will be in this direction, each E equal to this much. An angle between this 2E and 2E will be 90 degree. Then what I can do? This E net is equal to 2E, 2E, angle 90. Then E net will be equal to 2e multiplied by root 2, because angle is 90. I told you in that video why you should multiply by 90. Then E net will be equal to resultant of two forces. You watch that video. Initially I explained how to take the resultant of two forces and why should I multiply by root 2 here if angle is 90, if angle is 60 multiply by root 3. Both vectors same, 2e, 2e, angle 90. Multiply, take 2e, multiply by root 2 if angle is 90. Then this will be root 2 multiplied by 2e. 2 root 2 multiply by e. What is e? E is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2q divided by L square. Then this 2 into 2, 4, and this 4 will cancel. E net will be equal to, this is root 2q divided by pi epsilon naught L square. This is the net field. What about its direction? This is 2e, 2e, angle 90. Resultant will be angle bisector like this. That means net field is perpendicular to AB. Net field is perpendicular to AB. Okay, this is perpendicular to AB. They ask you the direction. Direction also you can see. Okay, this is the electric field due to system of 4 charges. One more example I will take in the 4 charges only. Suppose for example, then this is the square L, 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 L. 3 charges are placed at 3 corners. Then they are asked you to calculate the electric field at the 4th corner. What is the electric field due to these 3 charges at this point? See how to calculate this. Electric field due to this charge will be like this at this point. If it is plus, I want electric field at this point, and this electric field will be away from the charge like this because it is positive. This electric field will be in this direction. I will write this as E1, this as E1, this as E2, this as E3. Electric field due to this charge is E1. Electric field due to this charge is E2. See, E1 and E2 will be in equal in magnitudes because QL, this charge is Q, but distance is not L here. Distance is more than L. What is this? Root 2L. Then if these two fields are in the same, this is, let us suppose, E3. These two fields will be same in magnitude. See, E1 will be equal to E2. Each will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q by L square. Follow this? Q by L square, Q by L square. Both are same. Then what is the resultant of E1? E12 means what? Resultant of 1 and 2. E angle 90. Again, multiply by root 2 into E. What is E? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by L square. Then this will be root 2Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught L square. Then what about E3? E3 you see. E3 means this field. E1, E2, angle 90. Then resultant of 1 and 2 will be lying on this line. This E12. E12 and E3 will be in the same direction. So to get the resultant, we can add them. First you write the E3 value. What is E3? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge divided by distance square. This distance you have to square. Root 2L whole square. This will be 2L square. Then this is equal to half we can take here. Then 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by L square. See, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by L square, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by L square. Half is here. Then E net will be equal to resultant of 1 and 2 plus E3. Why I am adding these two? Because they are in the same direction. Then to get E net, if we add these two, what is common? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by L square is common. Here root 2 remains, here half remains. This is similar to calculate the net force. E net is equal to, because both are vectors, E net is equal to, I can get, this is q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught L square. Then this will be 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2. This is the net field on the fourth corner. Okay? We should be very careful about directions. If you fail in taking these directions, and if you don't know how to take the resultant of two vectors, resultant of two forces, you can watch that video and you can understand it. No? Okay, one video is there in the name of resultant of force in my channel. You can go to the channel and you can watch this video, how to take the resultant of two vectors, or generally two vectors, then two forces I explained there. It is happening. Okay, this is the electric field due to system of how many charges? 4 charges. Then if an electric field, if a n-sided polygon is given, or if a hexagon is there, if a pentagon is there, you can calculate the electric field. Electric field due to system of 3 charges. Examples, some more examples will continue in the next video. Okay, thank you.